Andreas Kapsos, CEO of Magnates. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you enjoying the expo so far?
I am indeed. It's always a pleasure to have people coming back here in Cyprus, seeing familiar friends, colleagues, catching up with everything. Thankfully, we had good weather, better than last week. It was a good 2 days. Looking forward for the end as well. I would say it was pretty productive as well for us.
What are your main takeaways from this event?
I would say the takeaways will be nice. It's nice to see how the companies evolve, throughout the years, how we change things that we do in a way that obviously brings development to everyone, and it's really joyful to see. That goes with us because this year we were fortunate enough to be able to host 3 of our brands here, and it was really exciting. We had a lot of people coming in, asking us questions. That means that we're doing something by being here, giving information on what we do, and like helping face to face, seeing our clients. It was really nice.
We just finished a panel on liquidity, I believe.
Yeah.
Surprising. Do you see any demand for a new type of assets?
Yeah, that was one of the questions that we analyzed with the panelists, and it was, I have to say that it was a very good group of professionals joining and sharing their opinions. I can outline basically what I believe. Yes, there are some new assets into play. No one can doubt that the crypto CFD is one of them, and also the ECG as well products. I would stick to the CFDs on cryptos. It's very popular right now, and for liquidity providers, obviously, it's something that they need to have under their belts. When they're penetrating the new markets. There's obviously this new requests from them. We are very proud to say that we have around 50 now, so we are always adding and trying to serve the needs of the clients.
Great. How is AI affecting all this?
The typical question of the AI.
Question.
Yeah? Everywhere we go is all
the
about
buzzword.
AI. Well,
AI wash.
As again, I would say that the AI in general is a huge topic. We're just using a fraction of it. How we're using it, obviously, from liquidity side, is very important. It helps us identify things and analyze things, and use data that we retrieve from everywhere, analyze it the right way. It helps us again. I would say in predictive analysis. So situations that before we came across, now using the AI, we can use it in a better way so that we can provide liquidity when it is needed the best way possible. Also, I would say the sentiment, as well. It helps us know where the needs will be and when they will be and how it will be needed. So again, although it's the beginning, we are already using it and we're already utilizing it in our business.
Great. I'd like to ask your opinion about multiple liquidity providers. What's best, to have one good liquidity provider or multiple?
I actually got this question several times. I will stick to my answer, and I'll say I am the first one that I always recommend the clients to have more than one.
More than one.
More than one. At the end of the day, we want the best for the client. So the best for the client would be to have, it depends on the life cycle of the client, obviously, but I would definitely suggest to have more than 2, more than 3 sometimes. And the reason is very obvious. If you have something which it's so important in your business, like liquidity, if something goes wrong with one of your liquidity, it's always good to have a backup. So that's the main reason that I would say one. However, it's also important to have additional, because you can compare. You have that leverage. You can compare with what prices are, and then you can get the best product for yourself. So liquidity providers are a must, and always not have one. It's not recommended in my perspective.
Like life, right?
Yes.
A little bit. Let's finish off with your projection. What's going to happen next in this space, in the liquidity space? Are there going to be consolidations? Are going to be more companies?
I do see consolidations because you see consolidations all the time. And in order to run a very good liquidity business, let's say, you need to have a lot of components working at the same time correctly, correct? So I'm sure a lot will do mistakes and they won't be even able to meet these components and improve these components so they can survive. So it's inevitable that some of those will not survive and there will be consolidations. However, there is always a market for newcomers to come if they're doing it the right way. I mean, we've been in the business for 5 years, but there was a stage we were startup as well. It wasn't easy. The entry barriers are high because the standards are high now. People know what they want. The traders, the brokers became more sophisticated. So it's challenging to enter this market. It's not forbidden or very high, but the level is up now. And I do see it with newcomers that come, and then eventually they might ask the help of a bigger LP, or they will consolidate and all of that. Yeah.
You say the threshold has gone up.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
We have now seen new liquidity providers coming from. I will be specific. I would say you have a lot of liquidity providers from India, let's say, which they're trying to get some of the flow of the MENA. Yes, they enter. However, I don't believe they have the quality that European liquidity providers have and the expertise that people were in the business for a longer time. That doesn't mean that they're not going to be successful, but they have these barriers to overcome.
Andreas, thank you very much.
Thank you. It was nice talking to you and looking forward to it.